Book of Heaven, Volume 13, December 23rd, 1921. One who operates and lives in the divine will gives Jesus the field to issue new works, new love, and new power. Effects of the sleep of Jesus. I felt all immersed in the divine will, and my sweet Jesus on coming told me,
"Daughter of my will, as you operate and live in my will, you make other new acts come out from within my will, and you give me the field for new works, new love, and new power. How happy I feel that the creature, by living in my will, gives me the field to act. On the other hand, one who does not live in my will folds my arms and renders my will useless for her, while my being is led to motion, to work, by the irresistible force of my love. And only one who lives in my will gives me free field, and I animate even the littlest acts of my divine volition. I do not disdain to place the seal of divine virtue even on the lowliest things. This is why I love so much one who lives in my will, and I surround each of her acts with so much grace, with such dignity and decorum, because I want the honor, the glory of my divine operating. Therefore, be attentive, and think well that if all that you do not do in my will, you will give uselessness to your Jesus. Ah, if you knew how idleness weighs on me, how it saddens me, you would be more attentive, wouldn't you?"
Then, after this, I was about to close my eyes to sleep, and I said to myself, "My sleep too in your will. Even more, may my breath be transformed into yours, so that what Jesus did when he would sleep, I may do as well." But then, did my Jesus really sleep? And Jesus came back and added,
"My daughter, my sleep was extremely brief, but I did sleep. However, I did not sleep for myself, but for creatures. I, as the head, represented the whole human family, and I had to lay my humanity over all in order to give them rest. I could see all creatures covered with a mantle of disturbances, of struggles, of restlessness. Some were falling into sin and remained sad. Some were dominated by tyrannical passions which they wanted to conquer and remained disturbed. Some wanted to do good and struggled in order to do it. In some, there was no peace, because true peace is possessed when the will of the creature returns into the will of its creator from which it came out. Outside of the center, shifted from the origin, there is no peace. So, while sleeping, my humanity laid itself over all, wrapping them as though within a mantle, just like the hen when it calls its chicks under its maternal wings to make them sleep. In the same way, extending myself over all, I called all my children under my wings, to give to some forgiveness of sin, to some victory over passions, to some strength in the struggle, to give peace and rest to all. And in order not to strike fear in them and to give them courage, I did this while sleeping. Who would fear someone who is sleeping? Now the world has not changed. Rather, it is in struggles more than ever, and therefore I want someone who would sleep in my will, to be able to repeat the effects of the sleep of my humanity."
Then, with an afflicted tone, he repeated,
"And my other children, where are they? Why do they not all come to me to receive rest and peace? Let us call them together."
And it seemed that Jesus would call them by name, one by one, but few were those who would come. Thank you for being a part of our community here at Divine Will app. If you enjoy listening to Jesus's lessons on how to live in the divine will, please give this video a thumbs up. Your likes help us reach more souls yearning to live in the kingdom of the divine will. We'd love to hear your thoughts and reflections, so drop a comment below. Your insights not only enrich our community, but also inspire others on their spiritual journey. And don't forget to subscribe to our channel. By joining us, you're helping to spread the news of the kingdom of the divine will, so that together we can bring his kingdom to reign on earth as it is in heaven. In the divine will, always.